Assalamu alaikum friends, welcome to my YouTube channel Opian E-Learning, Learn English Online. This is Muhammad Ali Sumra with you teaching English language. In this my video lecture, I'm going to explain noun phrase. Noun phrase, a group of words that acts as a subject, an object, or a complement and functions as a noun in a sentence with its modifiers or determiner is called a noun phrase. Before going to noun phrase, let's talk about modifier. What's modifier? A word or a group of words that describes, qualifies, or gives detail about a noun is called a modifier. As I have given these three examples to understand the modifier. Number one, a brilliant detective. Detective is a noun, and a brilliant tells us, describes, gives more information about the detective. That's why we call it a noun phrase. Number two, three books. Books is a noun, and three the word, it is a modifier, and it describes, it qualifies, it gives the detail about the books, and that's why it is also a noun phrase. Now, the third example, the silver new shining teaspoon. Here the word spoon is a noun, and all other words describe, qualify, give the information about the word noun spoon. That's why we call it modifier, and complete it is a noun phrase. There are two types of modifiers, pre-modifier and post-modifier. Pre-modifier, a modifier that comes before the noun, is called pre-modifier. Post-modifier, a modifier that comes after the noun, is called post-modifier. In pre-modifiers, there are 5 modifiers. Number 1, determiners. Number 2, present participles. Number 3, past participles. Number 4, adjectives. Number 5, nouns. While in post modifiers, there are 6 types of modifiers. Number 1, relative clauses. Number 2, prepositional phrases. Number 3, present participle phrases. Number 4, past participle phrases. Number 5, infinitive phrases. And number 6, appositive phrases. Dear viewers, modifiers is another discussion. I just gave you a little bit information about the modifiers, and I will upload separate videos regarding modifiers. Here, I'm talking about noun phrase. Determiner. A determiner clarifies or describes a noun. In determiner, we have articles, demonstratives, possessive pronouns, and quantifiers. In article, we have a, and, the. In demonstratives, we have this, that, these, those. In possessive pronouns, we have my, your, his, her, their, our, its. And in quantifier, we have some, few, a few, the few, many, several, a lot, lots of. Here is an example, the man on the hill. It is a complete noun phrase. If we break or go in the depth of this big noun phrase, we will find some other smaller phrases. Let's see the man. The man is a smaller noun phrase which comes with its modifier, and that is a definite article, the. So it means the man is a smaller noun phrase. Another part of this big noun phrase is on the hill. It is a prepositional phrase that modifies man noun. If we go inside this prepositional phrase, we will have another phrase. The hill, it is a noun phrase with its modifier. The is a definite article which modifies the noun hill. So that's why we call it a noun phrase. So I explained very well this big noun phrase. In this big noun phrase, there are some other smaller phrases. I hope so. You must have understood. Now, let's talk about adjective as a modifier. An adjective refers to a word that describes a noun. As I have given both examples, noun phrase is a subject and noun phrase is an object. For example, the handsome man married today. The handsome man is the subject of this sentence and it is a noun phrase. In this phrase, noun is the head word and that is man, and two other words just modify the noun. These other words are definite article and an adjective. Both modify the noun. That's why we call it noun phrase. Another example is, he is wearing a blue shirt. A blue shirt is an object of this sentence and it is also a noun phrase. In this phrase, there is an indefinite article and an adjective. Both words describe the head word noun. That's why we call it noun phrase. Here, most of the people think that it is an adjective phrase because this phrase started with an adjective, but sorry to say they are wrong, but it is a noun phrase. Adjective just modifies the noun and noun is the head word. That's why we call it a noun phrase. Now, let's talk about prepositional phrase is modifier. It refers to words that begin with a preposition but has an object at the end. For example, the man in the room is our father. In this sentence, the man in the room is a subject and this subject is a noun phrase, and in this big noun phrase, there is a small prepositional phrase. In the room is the object of this prepositional phrase and completely it is a noun phrase. Now, let's talk about determiner. A determiner clarifies, describes or introduces a noun. Examples include those, these, that, this, etc. In the first sentence, these dresses are beautiful. These dresses is the subject of this sentence and that's why we call it a noun phrase. And these is a determiner that describes about the dresses. The second sentence, I really miss those days. In this sentence, those days is an object of this sentence, and in this object, the word days is a noun, and those is a determiner that describes, that introduces the word that is called noun, days. That's why we call it a noun phrase. Now, let's have a conclusion. A noun phrase is a group of words which tells you more about a noun. For example, the big, red, ugly apples. In this phrase, apples is a noun and it is a head word. That's why we call it a noun phrase. And rest of these four words describes, tells something about the noun. One is definite article and three are adjectives. In this my video lecture, I explained noun phrase. I hope so. You must have understood. Thanks for watching.